Now, Kessben University College, yes, I mean, can show some admission on Muguso. And into the 2026-2027 admission on my BA. And in time, and also compare.
Some reason she's got to leave.
Forms in
another way out.
Affiliated with Upcoming Kroma University and Science and Technology KNUST. And I feel so many accredited to a Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, as well as
you made her queen.
Professional affiliation with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana, NMC, and I feel the Ministry of Health and Health Ghana. Almost a main country of Mugusu and Kasaya admission and in term way. Now name paying for what I say. And I was so perform City Benakoye or Jadi Suanibi. I didn't BS in saying I have both top up and regular, and I feel to BS in midwifery, both top up and regular, and I feel to BS in business administration programs with their options in accounting, banking and finance, human resource management, and I feel to marketing. Logistics, procurement and supply chain management, diploma in business administration, and I feel diploma in public administration.
Because you had to say goodbye.
And into the end, now Kessben University, and couldn't come on. No, my weekend stream no about you share where Kessben Kumasi City campus. A room opposite us to the house, and I feel so you know regular no Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for no. You better Kuntina say main campus of how many you better now fail no you got to so. I don't hear any time. Friend pay for on 050-163-7383 050-163-7383 and I feel so here 0275-63-7383 0275-63-7383. Now the Kessben University College in paying for Indian come on. The Encofa forms in the admission is in progress. The 2026-2027 admission Omuguswan. Now, one of the best institutions, I did be a daddy then, you know, Sefata says, so no Mudin come on. A Jumekwa or sit over a year, a Japadian Krata, the Honoma Faba no Fanya Juma. A Jumekwa or say they had the power to transform your future. A Jumekwa Udin come on. A year Juma Yepa, Efa land document perfection home. Nina Eclipse Collateral Management home command amino di I didn't talk Eclipse Collateral Management for almost say they are the game changers in turning property documents into profit.
Damn.
81 war. She's leaving. And Krata da hono investment na ye Juma no. The patcho Fabra and Fanya Juma wo Eclipse Collateral Management now sunya profit.
Flight.
Na fedi diwate.
Even on the jet.
And my ye Chapadian Krata nenda hosa akeke.
Gang and is driving.
Yanom so ye pe collateral home comedy credit brokerage na fe so ye prime brokerage. En kona fe en kodin komo ye ne Eclipse Collateral Management for. In this sound komo no me boy ye pa. Omo wa dental barrier me the Moses Hospital no. And as I said, West African SHS one on one kasa. Over from on 054-383-2466 054-383-2466. Now name paying for Indian come on. At Eclipse Collateral Management, also for property owners, we say think safety and decent income. And then for businesses, we say think funding before projects. And no, and a Eclipse Collateral Management home comodia minuudi. Sasana make a choice. Jumeko bakon so de a drone kwabapa. A drone say brutal born home buying. If you have high blood pressure, high blood sugar, chronic wounds, hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections, liver infections, ulcer, prostate enlargement, bad breath, and after to menstrual pain, chronic cough, asthma, chest pain, arthritis, and after so yes, swollen faces and feet. Diagnostic herbal industry, some men can just say, almost desire a drug from quite funny T74. And as I said, 1374, 1374, a drug from quite abandoned. Eye 323232. Edrono 2. Na fe wode so share 3. Na obubobi. Bibi abaye fine. I don't know when a diagnostic cable industry funding come on. Our year 0246 073 498 0246 07 3498 and after so year 0501 628 931 050 162 8931. Non in pain funding come on.
Say goodbye and everybody put your hands up high and waving from side to side. If you ever have tears in your eyes because you had to say goodbye.
In Sassidia, a Sefata Pansa, so when your baby, yeah, Papa now Kotobie. I don't know. So, Pebia Topandia, they come for baby Baku Penama war. A honor na woko to ya asasina Jack me say. Say ya flag. And I said there. Nina e bi ni ho. Enti anentem. Na call a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. Oko hono mwa. Bebia wama. Me say a rest assured. A baby bi esese woko. Na woko to asase. As I say a title and I say service plus I watch Chopoli and a Toma War. The Green City they call it. I didn't tell yeah, Tons are saying can 28,000 Ghana cedis. They say you turn 20,000 Ghana cedis. And after to half plus echo 14,000 cities and Kano. They say you turn 10,000 Ghana cedis. That was the Green City. Now you from Green City, I know will say yes. I'm Pampa. A Green City Ampa. And it's in a water full plot tobacco 20,000 Ghana cedis. Now water half plot tobacco. I get 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Already midnight.
Jackie Jai.
I can't believe he had the
Sasino so home.
She's about to take.
And it you know.
She's leaving on the jet plane and
what will pay you know? Me pachoa, me bubo numbers in amount.
And don't
Nina ye Mascon Estate Ghana Limited.
for me to
And into commercial land. What a year, Kwahu Pan, over to me there, warehouse, filling station, fitting shop, shopping mall, event centers, restaurants, and I feel so yes, salon. Nina, a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. Into me can't choose a commercial land, a Ben Hono. Nina so Kwahu. It's the end of my PCC warehouse, you see filling station. Now you see fitting shop, no. And as I said, shopping mall, event centers, restaurants, and I feel so salon. Nina, a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. Also, me can't just say Nina go home. I watch your Polikwana so honomwa. 10 minutes drive away from Central University, and after 5 minutes drive away from Sakleme Affordable Housing Project. No, because I yes, Sakleme City, no. I be a new airport city, no. A honomwa. A dual location, Papa. A honomwa the floody BNCO. It took a toss as in the end.
and it hurts so bad like ow.
I'm office in yes, Winters Road, I'm open community 18 junction, or Honoman or more. And as I say, light filling station, or open Hono. And as I say, yeah, KFC restaurant, network community 18 junction. O2 when yeah, over we Mascon Estate Ghana Limited office, you know. Say Bohani. From number on 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and up to 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and up to 0209 155 437 now on Mascon Estate Ghana Limited Indian come on. Alright, it's 49 minutes into a 7 a.m. meeting at the Amansan Soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah from now to 9:45. Me don't want to be this age me deal with Kessben Maakye Sunye and into so team can a 92.9 FM. I'm watching Emma Wakwaba. So and I will share me a Kessben TV. So Kessben TV so I feel so a Facebook no Kessben 92.9 FM. Once I become one of so Kessben TV also on Facebook. www.kessbenonline.com. Once I become a click 92.9 FM. What text messages in our face or WhatsApp message in a patofani nabra making kind in a mawufia no manafe the decking na atwa so na ye be din komo ye pa ye be ko eye Belarus na yakwaku din komo president edo ye Belarus en komo odi o hono nyina no ye be di san komo ni nyina wo honom. Then we'll look at the second badge of a South African xenophobic attack no mababe domalande ye be di nyina ho en komo na fe ya test the flood prone issues. The issues has to do with a flood issues, you know, you be didn't know and come. We are on grounds today, and you know, Shenim say you did BBI, Sefate Bia Bebro Biano up to date, you didn't know Bebro or Kessben matches. So, young Kotna Fame couldn't come out my health segment, you know, on Kessben matching. Dr. Esiama, are you ready? C4C. And Odin Juma C4C Liver Specialist Hospital and Odin Juma ne wa joining here and Monday morning as I say a health segment on the topic you know or the better jana fi bibia etumi akoye boys and girls and ma mene ye papa no nyina muntie na ne ye de sempa and ebrewo. Health segment is brought to you by C4C Liver Specialist Hospital, and that brings me to my own Dr. Esiama e wo line so yindi en komo dog we aboko there.
About that, bra.
Nice.
Outside this way.
Bibia did the year, Bibia she say ye pa. You soon na to an yenya no mo wan chiro mo but nyanya meden. Bibia be fine. 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 And easy but to bend then. And when our boys are no pano almost seems you tona Obako frame no o twa picture po no osan send or send ma me na osan frame gu so na kwabrania ji dokuno pa ni moku black ni koko gu nchen na waji kusua no waji sausage na wasan ji tomatoes ni je na gu half no aka chem say Jack issue to the aye there or the try no hot so pa na me say eh na why yo and me dog beka na ya hwe say around 9:30 in the morning. Na ububu dokon pa dog. Na domi konsu but men day. Dog wakikan sieni wakikan eye kosua sausage wakikan ni ne aha umihu ayi your friend is saying bakwi corn beef egu nchen wakikan ni na sieni yeah dog na nye iso. It's your kind of me who am into dog. I do open this one now.
See, I'm going to no pay which your loyal listeners. Nana. Hey, bro, yes, I did. And Pancho, Opesonia problem. Pa.
Oh, trying to nunca cry dog. Oh, trying to nunca cry dog. Two face, corn beef, kosia. Sausage, doctor. Why bunny?
Combination of the economum. So, how I live back.
Sir.
Yes, you see, Senior, we say no, and avocado or when avocado come home, or black pepper, or fish, onion, the door, so tomatoes, the door, so fine. So you'll be open. Some of these vegetables, lettuce, cabbage, it's made a crack. Now, what the avocado account? Avocado, by yes, say, Jumana, who expect to say, can't be for ne, Kosiani, the accounting in an ayano, a bayamo, because avocado was special fat, to be a very good fat. In fact, that type of fat now you hear our body in the movie. Okay. You'll be our pay avocado, even helps your skin. Oh, be always and the skin no it be that so come avocado yes age man. Avocado ya be etimi bua blood circulation. The unya no a cow kenken no a based on ejuma oye e be anabra ejuma oye no ejuma involve a lot of energy. At that time no di kenken anyway now there's nothing wrong because obe burn but be kwa koye ejuma mo burn ni nyina amempo come as around 12 biom. It is good but Kosiana yachi aka hono libakom so nya ba akopɛ zebe 2 and 3 na wachi abom and na wasan so the sausage aka ho and we know some of the dangers of sausage. You will hear a lot of things about sausage, so I will say but the basic thing is that yeah as humans no enka enambia etisa processed meat ni sa anyama no it shouldn't be our portion and yeah na wasan ke yefa okay yen na wose ye fa nti yen fa no ye kire se ye ho odin a chain de Yankopon ahihya amaye no and that is why a problem be bre eba these days yen ka se mendidi yen ka se men but the Kenyan se hu de ye maw hu ne dodo ne quantity hu time so a wodi bedi na nkofo ha amba nti bra de ye bra ye ne de ye be ma no 2/10
sir
2/10 so you sausage in film you kosia ne film you can be free from and na oba enim kakra na je say or ye nya the station but bibi one na amne de and or ha body no pa or ha body
akwa sisi an ye di go ba ye di kosia ka ho na ye di sausage aka ho ye di kokko na nkasa so aka ho na say aye kama na say wudidi better
some formula no one at the buy
me name doc me name but sisi an formula ne pa so di kosia 2 bi ka ho sausage bi ka ho ye say formula sisi e fine pa
even kosia kra bi mu di fufu
I ye di fufu yes are the doc enye
no it's not healthy it's not healthy I think you be di hun it's not healthy kosia why and number you see it is any aye kan gobeno any egg no beans no protein kwa gari no ma a bit of carbohydrate oil no ma a bit of bibia frafa kakra and it's red oils which is also good ti when na a balanced diet you don't need extra egg how they can for what ebia na ebia eye ofe o decorate ediane no so a ma utimi didi I understand but for the purpose of benefit of health ni sa ni ma ni de emwa the same thing with fufu enkwan no bibia wom ingredient the ope bia healthy nutritious bibia wom deda enam na ore no say fish o say meat o ebia one special protein na edema so egg ni free
minim say ye ni edididu say ye num ni edididu say ketrema so ni edididu say hoden ni edi ye pe mintimi hu ade combat the aya na ye no but nti na dog wo ho emaye ye dase ne niam ade amaye but edwade this week then pan anka de ye sha say
this week ye per se ye share blood clot
okay
blood clotting the ecofa blood clotting but in fact question no be sabi anope kra no etimi maye ye dive into it kakranti na what you dey mesre obia say nyamre na yemfa pen and paper na yensia de kakra mfa ye nipedua no ho ye hu de ekoso wo nipedua no na sania nipedua no si ye ejuma sania Yankopon ahihye na maye a ehu ehia say ye berura se ye ho akọ hospital emergency ebe no mu nro bebre body na nkasa ba hele ye nti de ebe hia ye natural enura ye de be boost your organs no na omo atinya ye ejuma se anope nkoma ye di kakra ya chikosia ya fa sausage ya fa we nyina fa cholesterol ekosuru bebre nyina no high blood cholesterol nyina efri ho nti ye bedom wesiku ahwe some of the causes of blood clotting nankasa ye omu types nempo se omoja ne ye clotted a nso sanso be na de betu ni pedia no so etimika adwen no etimika o kidney etimika o liver etimika ntino etimika ampo eka akoma na nkasa anase mpo etimi emase bi awo ho ye den ma o etimi ma wo be ma no efon etimi ma hoodi na wo be ma no eyera etimi ma infertility ekosoro o ni pedia no ye be hwe ni nyina ye wi ani ahwe some of the major complications ya de ba etimi ema ohrawa na o lungs essay etimi ema unya hemorrhagic stroke se adwen no ntina wa adwen mu pai mesoni gu ni pedia mu ana etimi ema sebi wenimpo enya problem ayemutim bebre ya nkrofo go through ni na no wanum edro bebre laxative bebre na so still oyemutim ye tie this week na ye nhwe obia benya ni chefa mekra me de ewom timsel bomodia na pemre mai na ye ndi nkomo this week ochina na me de ye nkwa chen ya ye bebo emu esukoye na odofo atiase.
Nice one. Me train pa because I idea sebi ye nyina ye hia say yet courses no and then ye me say ye a man we nyina amba no say de hu nkomo ye pa na weekend no I'm for Basi for C there.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Saturday, Friday, and Saturday night are massive. Course, you know. Me yes, I mean coffee. Me done him one yes. Our friend say me pacho untwinko. Go for me nubia samba. It's time I was having free education. Me to be free hop. But ni nyina mo no. Eye esan say nipa ye nya pomode mapa na kese ye hawo nyina no so atia maye. De bia ye kan Seminia obia wo haw nanso se wo haw be ye se wa pom nya dempe na wo haw nyina be ye ba akopɛ nti si enya mre ma ya pom din a na ye nsa ehwe kura rather no ye boa ye daachi ene ya ho odin mu nti very very good say odofo etie yen na otu ho anamo.
Okay enti ohwehwemu a obeye dan sisi a
yes adom ni nti ye wo all over Ghana and to some extent some parts of Europe. Where Ghana had here, you Cape Coast in the central region, opposite Addison Square Garden. Kakra this year, Kumasi so you Ejuso, Kwamo, Jache, Junction, Yitia, ye Kumasi Funyina, your branches of Funyina, your Dominasi. Accra so you Adenta SDA Junction. To be free Babiano, Pacho, say Madina, Kasoba Madina, so free. Be out you do Madina. Adenta is so easy for you to locate. Now SDA Junction also from there to your facility so a stone throw just 2 minutes 3 minutes walk and drive now we do also so the ever any say your baseline investigation your better woni pedua ni nyina organs akese ni nyina bebi asimato no ewo after etie nkoma oni embebo no ewia na ya hwe edura ebetimi de Kenya mu na omuso etimi nyom ahoden ma wo so wapomode no esipi ni a kire wo de wo se wudi de wo se wonum time mpa wo se wo dane time cry wo se wo da hawa obeda ebia wo pain so woni pedua na ensi otototo say ukoto dwe wo sisi wo nsai tititi ye be kire wo ni nyina eduro so de ahodo bebre ewo ho apart from Liverpool na ye bon de road Kenya obrebo ama obrebo a wash down woni pedua ni nyina e detoxify e fin nyina free mu no ndra hodro so wo atro Moses any cloth ayebedi hu nkomo no ye de beboa ama wo moja no so etimi circulate ye nti pa cho fa number scroll wo screen so na frɛ ana sɛ utie me so a fa number 050 0040 wadaroma 050 0040 ana sɛ 050 0040 328 050 0040 328. Your international number no see a very active offer also 24/7. Your budget also no wedding come. Over to place order for Liverpool. Our number is within Accra de be a obiano. Ya de bebro asumdwe mu mesrɛ. But more than na obrebo hu hia. Na kai say obrebo ye wo nkwa. Hye so with Liverpool. Kenya no with Liverpool na hye so say C4C ya giendo ni di agi treatment plans ni di. And na de be ka say once treated forever treated. Yeah, and okay, medase bebre.
Meso medase pa Dr. Esiama and no Edin come from C4C Liver Specialist Hospital and no Edin come 3 minutes past the hour over here 8 meeting at the Mansan Soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. So from now to 9:45, me no baby this surgery me deal with. So yes, enough income. So with a little over 9 million a year population, a country called Belarus. And where the president of this country, John Dramani Mahama, and ne painful in Aquacupium or Honoma, or Mokwakoshe or Minor, and I feel so moi, you bet to me and ye fee honum, and then how investment is going to go for us and the country called Belarus. Now, Belarus, which is also bordered with this Russian guys, and I feel so Lithuania for no Maakye, no tells you, sir, Omo baby, a Kwanu Yepa. And I face we buy economy in this one. When it comes to agricultural products, and I face a mixed economy where they have a lot to do with their large state-owned enterprises. Yeah, then they are state enterprises, you're gunning na. Yen ye to me ye da verticha e wo krom hanom na afi ya tonton na ya samba back na kakra na aka no ne abomodian han ni egu ni ba. But Belarus will not do that. So they have one of the largest when it comes to state-owned enterprises and sectors, you know, omudima kutini yepa. And then when you buy petrochemicals and I face to fertilizer. But most importantly, agriculture products, omudi komo yepa and I face to heavy machinery. These are the things omo ma Belarus, Belarus. Oba Ghana dia buburuja. Nenso no ye state ni etimu ono. But President akakopie mu hono mene na pam for mudi komo mo hwe de koso. Hono yen hwe on Kessben TV na face to President on 92.9 FM and then on Facebook no so betimi ahwe on Kessben TV na face to Kessben 92.9 FM. Yemfe yen hwe no na fe yemra back ni emedi enkomo sesia.
They call you the lungs of the world, the lungs of Europe. Ghana is a mining country. We've been mining for hundreds of years. Yeah, we have manganese mines, we have bauxite mines, we have gold mines, and recently we've discovered huge quantities of lithium. Yeah, but the market has been dominated, like you said, by Caterpillar and Komatsu. Recently, China is trying to enter the mining market. Yesterday when I came, I saw the Belarus truck at the exhibition. And so we discussed with Alex if it's possible to send a delegation here. We have a chamber of mines. And so all the mining companies have an association. Yeah, so we can organize and let them come and take a look at the Belarus factory and even go to a mine and see the trucks in action. And then maybe what we can do is we can arrange and bring a number of them to Ghana and let them perform in a mine. Yeah, once the price is right, after sales service is right. Yeah, I'm sure they would take to it. We're working to ensure food security in Ghana, and so we're setting up what we call farmer service centers. And so we're looking to get appropriate agricultural equipment for our centers. And I've just seen a very impressive display of Belarusian equipment and machinery. And it's my hope that we'll be able to acquire some of these for our farmers. Now, farming and agriculture is becoming increasingly mechanized. The whole and cutlass agriculture is gone. And so we need to provide centers where the farmers can come and get the services of the machines. The farmers don't need to own the machines, but if they need a service of a tractor or a combined harvester, they are able to do it. And what I've seen here is very impressive. These are beautiful machines. We just have to make sure that the after-sales service is perfect so that the machines can be maintained so that they can stay and work for a long time.
President Enwa Ena Wakano, the most important part of the whole system now has to do with after sales service. Yet here, any kofa cars. Mini baby kofa fi obetia ni say ye the Metro Mass buses abegu krum ha. Ye the Ayalolo ababegu krum hanom. You brought cars at the expense of Ghana taxpayers' money. Say you know any swako gu ho. We are not even getting parts to even fix some of these things. Now you say January go ho. Now on my abaifu frasamba. No one say catch me say I am patronizing new buses. Now say kofa new buses abania the brofa beso intercity, intracity, and at the end now say kofa ba. So President, me da wano say especially with the after sales service no hono ehia me ye pa. And no intino say I say machines be fi Belarus. Kwano so wa aba bedu krom ha na wo de ba beye wo farmers service centers na wo kano na oman ne be ko nanim na se machine no ejiga ewen ne se a na yenya spare parts yenya parts and fix here. I want pay you respectfully, nothing has been done. Eka and ayabo. But in komo ye pa fire issues we because again if Omampenye 29 eko Belarus just to deal with equipment that we will need. Some catch us say Belarus. One of the things has to do with heavy machinery. There are no epi and and they are good when it comes to agriculture products and no and so if they can do this for us to move from here, travel from here to go there and go and pick up there, then I don't know. Omampenye bobono can see when nema bebre ye wo gold, ye wo diamond, ye wo manganesium, ye tuni na channel 4 by and all that. Uti way sabi baby out in Belarus, they make kind of no. They only hold state agencies. They only deal with agriculture products and heavy machinery. As fertilizers. But it's interesting how we play all this thing. But everybody won't come here pa. 10 minutes past the hour of 8. Any common fee, young compensas papanto. Immediately, I catch you saying, you should need to turn on there. It's an advantage for you to buy the correct, most efficient land. Na obehu say yes enye wi abona kwakoto na afi we sie wie no ade achi won se na nsuo fi fom ba na afi ohu nyina eyira wo se asase okoto kra no wanu hu da bi baroko eye submarine for ho a ente sakra ana
Brakojo said I can bibia dem
ana dey bele mi asase to de meto nsuo to na meto asase
sanete
sa pepe ana opeso ba
nokre
ene ye pe wife
on say no kura woma wakane say by this time ya no so pass aseto
street
and by this time ya nso na wo say wo shase so be sidan
correct
what you say because hana be hu ensase papa e wukrum ha any baby ensase boneda e ba twa na pay me mo akwa ba e de ba 92.9 Kessben FM me pa twa submarine for ana na pay ye cheche Ghana for tie ni ye wo hu ntini aba betina kasafidi kase yi so me ba twa bomodi access submarine estate and lands Sabri Mr. Sapon or the phone not to one uti. Me bato bomodiana friend number we edikaim. I mean phone number we to jump from 0243 009451 0243 009451 and I say 055 000 1500 055 000 1500 last number no 0265 96 3380 0265 96 3380 me pacho yansa asiti locations no ama sama locations na me de ma ama sama denchira obemfo yansa asini bi wo ho e pacho aye denchira Kantanka Valley yansa asini bi wo ho denchira odinke roadside e kwan no ho saa no yansa asini na gu saa me pacho opeso oye block factory opeso oye filling station opeso oye supermarket sansa asi we nyina na eda ho no mu a ne boofo kama a eye submarine estate and lands edema free what you say nyese e de che free o ya tete bo no so e de amount e pacho denchira honne se me pacho yansa asini bi wo ho e pacho denchira yo asase ni bia eda eye roadside babisi eye asalaja ho nyina no pato tinye roadside ni dinta me pese me kan se roadside no e pato on sama road no ene eye insam road ni ye sa kwan ko etim pato bomodi ansa wonsa be kasa ansase we bi pato ya asase a insuto a ha dwene wo ho ansase a insuto a mesasisu ha dwene wo ho iti pacho bomadi anse denchance asene ededa ho nyina no roadside ni nyina onsa be kabi wo submarine estate and lands e pacho hobo ye ni eye market no ene ben just a few hours a few minutes from the market no na je say wo market ni ma hobo ho no ye ni market ni ne ben sansa asene wo ni nyina no tum onsa kabi abetimi da filling station obetimi da supermarket pacho hobo ho no bomadi anse onsa be kabi ebo no eda form kama pa me pacho tinie e pacho kotoku kofi kwei ya won sase ni bi ho ya just Ben lorry station just near the lorry station wana it just a 5-minute drive from the lorry station to free lorry station one ma ya kutuku lorry station one ma na o kwa sase ne so tipato tie kutuku kofi kwei just the lorry station wana no ufi wana na o ko asase ne ne da ho diga sa no pato ni nyina so ebo no so da form tipato bomodi ase asem na make kan tie Ghana fo ye muhu hia ye papa submarine estate and lands me pato yesika na aya ye gino tie obi se e beju sika kese ansa na ya de asase na mapacho ye sha se 5,000 cedis to 10,000 deposit fa beto ho ye be documentation free e de amount locations na me bobo so nyina no bebia opebia na be kwa kutwa e de amount me pacho under nsawom nsutie nie nsawom nsase no mepato ye fe baby ya kokko o se kumase kwan no mesi omu ye kumase kwan no omu ye nsawom kwan no mepato kwan ye wi a ho no be hot cake intebe ya ginintam so mepato ya kokko nsase ni bi ho teacher mante police station eti ho na 5 minutes drive from the police station no teacher mante nsase na dawo ni nyina no deja kama mepato ye hot cake ye twitwa no fofofo e de ma Ghana fo ato se de be ya kwan no mu wie pe ho no be hot cake teacher mante asase na meka ho asem no enti pacho bomodin se onsa be kebi ena enso no so atoto no eye pa sister maame eyo youth fo amaba eye pa se enso no toto ne na hu se de nsase bi a wa kasa notice no se de tie e pacho submarine estate and lands mesi me dika ka kire wo se yento asase a ebekwa koba se obenya asem ho yenton asase ebekwa koba ne se nsu to a betwi afa wo so mepacho yeton asase a baabi bia ya demeketi ne kama mepacho tienie efie ho so ba yeton iron rods yeton cement yeton woodings yeton nails yeton ye tabo ne ye nnua papa ye disi dan mepacho ye wo block factory a super blocks mepacho yeton door flames e wo ho and afi so ade ba kwa den say ye wo team of masons a se ba ne se woni ye tena se beto asase ni wi a ye betim no atena se na ye no wadi nkomo ye ne ye ma team of masons ye architectural drawings e be koso mepacho surveyors be kwa asase ne so akọ surveyor kire o ade abetimi aye wa asase no project abetimi aye wa asase ne so mepacho we nyina no Submarine estate and lands and a yedama. Mama Sanfana money to drive him from on. About 0243 009451 0243 009451 and I said 055 000 1500 055 000 1500 and I said 0265 9633 80 0265 963380 locations no mame sanfa tujabium enfama na fi ugbo se bebia yensase de bia na eho dwo mepacho kasoa ye wo buduata kasoa buduata no sa eho ni nyina buduata nsase ni nyina no eho dwo kama kasoa buduata mepacho kasoa ha nso bium no ye wo buduata just the vocational school na chiwon ma vocational school na chiwon ma ensase na da kwan ho nyina wo vocational school na chiwon na kaso budu ata na meka wasam pato sa ho nyina no filling station e ba ne se o person block factory o person ye supermarket o person ye big project bia no a kaso budu ata just behind the vocational school na chiwon ma ensase ni nyina ho nyina no ne border form kama pato tie ni ye ensase ne de me say ba bia o pa bia no location o friend number na Kache Mr. Sapon say me pe location ha me pe kasoa me pe nsamwam anase me pe the drama sama outside wono baby bia wo pe bia ye location wo bia no me pa cho ebo ne da ho fufufu kama ye betimi di ama tie ebo ne da ho fufufu kama ye betimi di ama pa cho o ye half payment a ye be ma kwan na wakọ no start project no e wo nsase ne so o ye half payment pe ye be ma kwan no akọ asase ne so akọ yo project and afis asem de ho ne say ye free documentation e de ma and afis ye ma free transport to ye asase ne so e say the car si wo na ye the client ni na atem kama ya convey mu nyina e de akọ asase ne so ne etimi akorutwa mo nsase ne e de ma mo kama ompegwe na opedien e pa cho on say nsase ni bu ho no ma o de 35000 ubenya nsase ni bu ho so o de 50000 ubenya ensase ni bu ho no ma 45000 ubenya ensase ni bu ho no ma 60000 ubenya ensase ni bu ho no ma 7000 ubenya e pa cho sansase we nyina no se o frɛ Mr. Sapon e wa homa we so a o de kyene bebi a wo pese wo nya asase no obɛkyerɛ no no wadi nkoma kama or you good client service man or you good client service man or no wadi nkoma kama Mr. Sapon sabre ana pemi tuncha ekese edema enti bomodian se wo nsa ebeka yensase bi na afi so wadi ho adanse edema me patcho ma mensi su biem se yensase no patcho bebi edane de ne boofo ene da yiye suso bomodian ana afi ma men kiremu yie mfa nkire o se duration of 6 months to 1 year you betimi the amount duration of 6 months to 1 year you betimi the amount na do tutu kakakra pato yendi sika boom ene inso to nso for more than pato sika kakra bi ekita obi ano I half plot you be try the amount half plot you be try near the amount na wate se wankasa so wotumi aye kakra na wotumi aye bibi e half plot no so nti patcho ma me papa tie me market women and afi so Ghana youth mu tie me half plot oba fie wa ye betwa na de amount half plot no ye de mawa wotuatua ne kakra and am catch say within the duration of 6 months to 1 year na de amount na chese wotumi etutwa ye sika ne de wie kama pa afi so no eba ne sa materials e we fie ho no mu a ye building materials ye bo na de si dan no e patcho say woni ska enye gidigidi me patcho tie nie enye by force me patcho oba say cement na pese to kakra utua kakra ne ama receipt na de akoto iron rods utua kakra ne ama receipt na de akoto woodings nails entable ne blocks na pese oji and say okay Mr. Sapon mame blocks be 80 blocks and 100 blocks oji na chese ama receipt na de akoto ebere so se oba be your project na team of masons ne be tenase na fi ya maw a good calculation na fi ye sidan e de maw kama umpewi na pedien me ba to submarine estate and lands yensi subium efa maw ahoma ne 0243 009451 0243 009451 and that's 055 000 1500 055 000 1500. Last number no 0265 963380 0265 963380. Me pato locations we nyina ya bobo nyina no o friend number we ya baby a pass asini bia no ye betimi aton e de amount.
Okay. Yada say submarine for yenemu edin community sase papa de ese wo submarine na wo Toby 21 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Yegusua ewoye Kessben match so let's still stay with Belarus and the president according to what to no wo hono no na firo mene your presidential correspondent Collins Kobi Bwedi endi enkomo all the way from Belarus or kan be na fi enje update no yi na fi enhwe de ekoni de banyina de hwe no ene de akanyi no mudi hu nkomo no ye ne Kobi endi nkomo Kobi ye da sese wa join here from Belarus ne ba be di nkomo so clearly president twi investors president twi how obema kuafo omo Ghana memu ha so no enya machines papa no mo de aye adwuma. Tell us more. Ede biom ene niema ben na president akọ rounds e wo Belarus esefata say yedi hu komo yepa ene anope.
So my opinion so I mean Kessben chief for Emra Belarus and anope in the office of the president. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana man penny na we ayakufa eda Ghana ni Belarus ntemu na His Excellency John Alexander Lukashenko na mobile train komo se de be ya ayakufa eda Ghana ni Belarus ntemu no ebe kese pa ni muaye din power pa enti Friday no na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama utimi elandi e wo the myth. That's the capital of Belarus or international airport. And Utimi Ebeto, Ghana for the ambassador of Russia. It's a Russia live in the room, Russia, a Benye parent, you know, the ambassador of Russia, no one was saying a say into Rubishia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama acquiring our airport. And I feel so the Deputy Prime Minister of Belarus also by Ebishia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, simple parent, you know, a Basano, essay, a family, you know. Munano ese mutu abazakumu na mudu monichire right after the airport one His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the the victory monument Belarus yes ne hono okolate the rate for more inkaneno omo etimi akunya anaso munya kuduro Belarus munya kuduro na omutimi scale word one omuti partake ye no omo so etimi enya akunya otimedi infrawa na insuring abuni beka say the bit lane you know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama after the airport one go fie kra na wona ni chire mu the victory monument one otimi collate the rate e de ma omo second word one omutimi e di omo kra esi ho na omutimi ekoje Belarus man no so right after the bit lane you know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is also the new X-ray agriculture exhibition na agriculture exhibition no bia and I say event bia every year be Belarus one or have it if no Belarus 2026. This year, you know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 18 at the Nichiro, a for share and no more a year Belarus one, especially equipment a folk you ho any mines do ma ho omo Belarus fo nankasa na ye introduce abia omo timi e showcase and no more mo do mo nsa no aye and no ma omo nankasa omo aye said the beya bitimi abo omo kwaduma no nti Saturday no Friday nankasa no e dia na e that exhibition day for omo event no nti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama udani ekupie mo ha utimi ekwohwe no ma ekoso ho kama na ho no His Excellency Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama enya akunya utimi edina no dise weka tudwa na o kire say eye Ghana ekwaduma nkane no na eye aso ene second de yekua no te se de ni nyina ebebe na wie yan kasa se medu ko chika kra 2024 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni kan Peter mu no utimi ehye ebo bia sa ebo na o hye no utimi announce mu mienu fa ne say eye Farmer Service Center ene feed Ghana program no no eye event bia last year and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama utimi launch that program no na so hye Farmer Service Centers na machines ya and I say infidia e de shape eduma se ekona wiye enti se e fa ne se kwani wo se odofu e free abra obedo obetwamura e ko pem tama onu bae beba a obetwa no bae ni nyina no ye wo machines ya betimi e de aboa ekwaduma kuayo no and I say kuafo no se de be ya mo no omo ntimi inform mo nsa and I say omo ho de bebre anya aduma no enti de okai ne se ebre say no we establish all the service centers in all the 16 regions no so the be ya say obi epa kunya say obi ya ku a we just be register pay every day one kopum tama obi twene no ba ni nyina wie no aban awo gihye o de be ma no afa ifiduduma ho na say the be ya nipakro no to twene no ba ni nyina wie a woti ne fa so nyina wie a na fe de oba betua eye machines no eka enti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama every ordinary bi timo ha no o hu san fidie no na eye san fidie na o kire se mabitimi abo na kuaye maga na koto pa enti odani kire mo ha in fact na eye ka behwe pa fidie no na se udoni echimo Belarus ha in fact se kwaduma efidi yo ene normal mo de mo sa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama energy of say right from here no mobitimi ayi arrangement ya Belarus aban ebetimi edisa no mani bi ebetimi abagana se de be yakuafo no obetimi enya fa hodie ene se de be ahode amodi be hoduma na ye sha this event na kasa no Belarus president ye Alexander Lukashenko ono ana tunu sa edisa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama efa enoma bia eso mo trase eye ayon fa daga na ne Belarus ntemu no mutimi trase na oboshele kana na ohwe way back 1992 ena Ghana eni Belarus enya yokufa akansi anasa yokufa emode pa ifa ne say fa education ho fa kwaduma fa defense ho way back 1992 ena Ghana establish that kind of friendship no na say bilateral relation no with Belarus enti afibia no mbomode say omoshemu kana. But this is the first time the sitting president of Ghana, etimi the team of Belarus ha, what me any the president of Belarus, etima say, etimi ayesa shewe no much share Ghana ne Belarus relation no moshemu kenapa. So they acquire no, they acquire say purposely no. The main purpose for this visit no kasa die, which make say ye any honoma. That's the reason why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama osimi team ha. So share food security. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama actually launch a Feed Ghana initiative for and on Ababua Ebusu in order to avoid the harvest losses. So the Bay Ghana for which many no how they didn't know Eka Hubia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Beji Nimudie and I say Obetnase, no one Belarus are buying no share and no be say Bay Ghana bit many Nimudie. Na etimi apateki wo sa no ma we ekoso nyina enti purpose for the visit na kasa de did say ekuaye and after kwaduma titiru papa enti na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the president of Belarus etwas after na umbetra se no maka ho asem no enti right now no after Belago exhibition na Belarus wo omotaye na dabia no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on Saturday no utimi ednani enso ekiremu ewo Brest another city of Belarus na hono eye de industrial city in fact hono agro processing, the largest agro processing facility and when say milk and cheese no multi bagan and I say at that country to export TV na ɛhɔ na ne kɛseɛ paa wɔ nnuane biara a mowie a ɔmo yi so wɔ ɛyɛ ɛfa nnuane mmoa ho ne nnua ho a ɔmo yi so wɔ Belarus na ne deɛ ɛyɛ ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ breast ɛna ɛyɛ a saa big facility no ɛwɔ nti sɛ sɛ John Dramani Mahama otumi de ne akyire mu ɛwɔ breast a ɔkɔhwɛ the largest agro processing facility ɛwɔ hɔ no na in fact okudu hɔ no na ɛfɛ paa the way process ne si kɔ so ɛne the way normal si kɔ so no nti the butaya ama ne de kɔ yɛ nyinaa ne sɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛyɛ Ghana yɛso betumi esua saa nneɛma wɔ mu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ yɛn so ɛnkɔba ne sɛ bia no na yɛatem sika fitiri die na yɛde akɔ ɔmafo man so na yɛkɔgye nnuane anaasɛ yɛde kɔtɔ nnuane abra yɛma no ebetumi ayɛ bibi a yɛso betumi afidi yɛ ho country na nkasa ebetumi afidi yɛ ho na yɛmmɔ ka kɔ abɔnten kɔ fa sika fitiri ɛnkɔ abɔnten kɔ ɛnkɔ fa ɛnoma na sɛ nnuane government no ɛno nti na his excellency John Dramani Mahama wotumi edi na ekyim of breast ɛwɔ abra wotumi kɔtɔ mpanyin info na ɔkɔ round the process ya ekumo kyire mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Belarus kɛsɛ the Minsk, that's the capital of Belarus. So, and then I'm not say, and I say, event I can see a pa also very fantastic. Then I say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and then one a Belarus president, His Excellency Alexander Lukashenko, everything at Tanasi, now a much Tanasi abon, a modern Ghana and Belarus, and after that, and also, I put a bit bar. Ghana and Belarus with me assigned the memorandum of understanding MOUs. Makuma Kubese and 9 I bet me a Ghana and Belarus and Yokufano said the Bay because of Nasa Oshe a memorandum of understanding here. Ghana and Belarus with me as in China a be the visa waiver. Now visa waiver no the holder of diplomatic and official passport. The holder of diplomatic and official passport about visa waiver no. And so, diplomatic passport and that official passport, you are entitled, say, but you a free Belarus, Abagana, and as you are free Ghana, Belarus, our bra, yes, so because so share a year the visitors Katano said that they are investors a bit in Abagana more. And he said, when say investors a bit in Abagana. Let's say restrictions to be or what I don't think say a bit more money and so that's the first memorandum of understanding to enhance businesses and I say investors into both countries, so that by a day as we and I say input improvement between about both nations and after that, the main purpose and also the memorandum of understanding of agriculture cooperation, agri, and the being after say memorandum of understanding no abelawi no Ghana ban ne Belarus ban ebetimi akamutire abanchire ho said e be ya ade e feku ye ho e free na hyase de ko na die no ombetimi abeboa e fa say mfidie de say the medical boss yi ene nimdie omo de expert ebetimi aba na wo hwa Belarus akankasa no aye kwadwuma no e koso power ha mo mu so kwadwuma no eni agro kra enti no omo de expert ebetimi afri Ghana ama na beboa said e be ya Ghana enso betimi enya enimdie betimi de ye kuya afibia brano no aduane betimi ebu Ghana yenso betimi enya bi akọ amarone akokoton na yetimi diska no aboya ho bra papa. And after that establishment of joint committee on trade and economic and also trade memorandum of understanding of trade and also betimi akoso kama pa almost mo share mo betimi assign the memorandum of understanding on trade joint committee on trade and economic and also so there be a JD is the same betimi policy bi wo Ghana na yetimi akoton e wo Belarus and also mo betimi policy bi wo Belarus ha na mo timi e dey aba Ghana so there be ya yakufai that countries ni no ntem no e betimi ayeka beke. And the last memorandum of understanding the Chamber of Commerce on both nations and how to bring the investors into both nations, so there be a business between also. So this all about the memorandum of understanding here between Abasole. It's rather than I say me what the presidential palace I want Belarus here a hot and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the President of Belarus, His Excellency Alexander Lukashenko, between Atlase, now I'm a deal for more. No matter what say said Baya and Tiasa Ghana, an agreement in one of an Italian between Yakoso. Now, if we are not in me, I feel so. And what you know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Ghana for any Belarus for better say now event Kessia Martin a Ghana Belarus investment forum a bit my basso a Yamanoka say ya and you know Nina say ya better say a player Ghana Belarus bit in your passo said a Baya dread and I say DBA for investment make come to Abatal not be one and after that you know said I'm listening to you know if we are a Belarus president which means I would see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for lunch and the idea yes you said be between across so far no event me between across and now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama which me the actually the Republic of Ghana said that they do media Ghana so which are better also Yami Admo
okay
you say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama didn't be Yami Adoma watching Ghana. And see the event, and I said the purpose of the visit and say strengthen the bilateral relation with Belarus. That's the reason why His Excellency, the President of Belarus, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, which in the Ebishim, purposely for agri and other sectors.
All right. Collins, that's an extensive update. I would Belarus, and indeed, Alexander Lukashenko. I mean, since 1994, I will be there. And why there? I mean, he's been consistent. We're hoping to see a better relationship with the Belarus, and also, but we'll be back at 12 at Kessben Plus TV with news update on 12 news. You know, update on the bilateral agreements and the Bekosu so that at 12 Ghana time, you know, be komo news and also on Kessben Plus TV. And then, you know, you're ready, we'll be back on that one. But that's the pass on the komo Kessben match. So. All right, Collins Kobe Bwedi, our presidential correspondent of Belarus is here, and I know Eddie and Common 36 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Yugusu Ewa Hanum. Eche Meko Ground Tribune live now for Derek Befi Eddie and Common from industrial area where story building na ebu over the weekend make flood no issue no started to anymore and a dino ebu the structure no collapse getting one person dead. Now, I mean, the issues of high, I mean, whether 2-bedroom, 2-story building, 3, or, I mean, this guy buildings na CCC. I am mani pa yamu ye pa. As to say whether ye see ni ye and as to say ye see ni ye no. Hon komodie any ababedi CCC. Just even yesterday, I had reports say Osu area enclave mu hoso there is another potential building bi wo ho no so a yanya careful and also ebedwiri egu onipa no so no ntino painful are heading there and and I think they were there hoping to see say and also betumi ya hwe say momwa bebu no and also so mbebo ho ban say ne be enkum nipa dia ebedi ni nyina ho enkomo yepa. And that brings the issue of how you see your dying Ghana memo hanum and the lack of a friend is saying prudent checkups and omo see a dying. Is it the fact to say you see dying now? Sebi yemfa omwa omudimu omusombe si dying na yenkofa masons a papa and now so say your masons a papa de nenso no sebi cementa kwabrane ato say yemfansi a dying man no. Obasha no insese ye di 4 and 5 ebe mix na nka concrete na koyie no na yakofa bi abeye 2 bi 2.5 bi ne de aye ana so said there iron rods na ye di si 9 nyina no etisen pillars na ye di si dan no how strong and firm na etie na hwanpo na check sanema we nyina ansana sebi onipa akwakotenem senia wo ye kwan wie a wo do certificate ko na ye ba be check kwan ne se kwan no ampa wa ye ni yie as in road contractor no adenti na ye si dan e wo mamu hanom a we don't check some of these things na be ya enema betumi akoyi amaye enche last week ya adenta na ebu Before that, we've been having series of buildings are ebubu ewo memo hanom. And chebia ma 7 area machimota hanom wa Malcolm ewo so and also edriye. We had to go back all the way to Israel to go and bring dogs in Kramai to come here na yehwese be hu nipa mu egu asia. And also was one of the serious Obibeka sudden issues see ewo memo hanom. Mekai pa Malcolm ebubu ye. I mean 24 hours we were still hoping to see say benya enipa efi asia. Cantonment is it rage area honom so edan ebuye. Adenta edan ebu ejiri. Mentiasie sa. I mean I seriously don't get it, but yene engineers ebedi nkomo afa. So Derek mo ye ready a ye beba na afia ba bedi nkomo na afia hwe de ko, and then we'll have Ziggy Steak on it na afia ye di nkomo. Kingdom Herbal Center SMA kan show say garlic Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters e wo honom wonom a boost immune system ni pa stress level no so echo from arthritis, numbness, hypertension, numbness the wonsa no nanu na yotitriti e pa cho ope Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters ni be no ma e bebo ye pa na afia so ebre cholesterol no so ase stroke ne heart disease ne bon ho ban. Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters and yes adwuma ni nyina and after so ye Kingdom ginseng power capsules and also e wo ho eboma sexual weaknesses ye no mo asabi remember no enkoye and waist pains mental stress and after so wawo insufficient obibeka physical energy no obetumi abobo Kingdom ginseng power capsules ni bi na ebebo ye pa emana muntie ye tremendous capsules also ewo honom eboa ema infections away hu nyina no etumi ekọ menstrual disorders na face so ye bad adult ne nyina nina efi honom tremendous capsules drosun kokra yen ma ye pedudu etu na face ye pe retailer yen yenko Kingdom Herbal Center ewo Kanshi Drug Lane and now so say pharmacies bi na herbal shops to be yen sabe can be ewo omemu hanom yen fre Kingdom Herbal Center our numbers we so 0597 298 855 0597 298 855 and after so 0559 761 144 0559 761 144 Obenya product ni bi o baby bia pharmacy shops and after so Herbal Center bia Kingdom or say no challenger. 42 minutes past the hour of 8. Menko na femini Derek ending come all the way from industrial area. Ni share a story building a collapse under the aftermath of all the issues necessary na no. Yanko na fi yanko share the update I koso ebo Derek what menka me mawachi bio meba Kessben Maakye. So currently over industrial area me no ekasa sisi ano my update what is happening ewo industrial area sisi ameno ekase.
Hello General.
Yeah, Derek meton kan what menka.
General Pacha what menka.
Meton kan pa what menka.
Yo, me da say General meton kan. Yo after meton kan pa. General sisi ameno kasa dey me gina industrial area. Eye na no me da de achi eye kwasiada eye nra ana enya ne ntie se eye edan ebi a ewo ho a eye madake ewum anase madake na omo eye wo mu no edan no adwuragu na omo nim anase amanfo a ehwe no ye pese e kire ba bia edan na esiem oba eye industrial area uhu mekom building na ho ane opposite ho na dan wo anase latest foam officer ewo eye industrial area ho ana chese na edan esia meno kasai edwuri egu na dia na omo eye wo mu eye madake ana na se nkola ho nyoma ana omo eton wo mu na enya ne ntie se enra no a dan ebu ye no enipa be se enum ana na ewom obobo moden etumi eyi emu ebe se enan a meno ekasai sesei mu ba ko de oto anananom ewo ense do na sabre mesatiefo ebe kai a enra no ombo moden eyi enuoma no omotimi eyi ni gina wi a meno kasai dan no enuoma aka na se de bubu ye no ana sabre asojafo wa ha nadmofo wa ha ana afei eye manfo a eboa na omo atumi ayi enuoma no ana se nade dan no abubu ni nyina no moyi ni nyina afiri ha sei na anopane no yebeduru ha sei no ye ne mpanifo a wo mo ana ehwe se oyesi dan a eho akade ne etesen Ghana Institute of Engineering mpanifoɔ no ebi ɛba ha yɛ no ɔmo edi nkɔmɔ na ɔmo ekyerɛ mu sɛ ɛdan yi a ebu yɛ yi ɔmo nhwɛ mu kakra ɔmo ayɛ anaasɛ ɔmo ehu kura ne sɛ ɛdan yi ɛnya adeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo susu sɛ ɛdan no efiri no wɔwɔ permit enti ɛnam so ama sabre yi ɛno ɛnenam so ɛma ɛdan yi etumi ebu eti me no ɛkasa deɛ sese ya deɛ ɛdan no ɔmo egu so a sese ɔmo sesa ɛnɔma no na wohwɛ ɛdan no a anaasɛ wohwɛ a yɛkyi wobɛhu sɛ ɛdan kɛseɛ baako nso esi hɔ a ɛno nso no ɛka ɛho na sese ɔmo anya ne ama yɛnyam teɛ sɛ ɔmo egu so ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo benya permit na ɔmo edwiri ɛdan nagu esan sɛ ɔmo susu sɛ wohwɛ deɛ ebu yɛ yi a ɔmo susu sɛ ɛno nso no ebi a saa pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛno nso eni permit a kyerɛ sɛ ɛno nso etumi ebu yɛ eti me no ɛkasa deɛ sese ya deɛ wɔn so ɛmo bɛɛ sɛ du baako ɛkɔ ɛyɛ du mmienu hɔ no wɔn ebenya permit a anaasɛ ɔmo tumi nya permit a ɛdan a ɛno nso esi hɔ ɛdan kɛseɛ wei nso no ahwɛ a ɛno nso wɔn betumi adwiri ne nyinaa gu esan sɛ ɔmo so sɛ ɛno nso eni permit na adeɛ baako a ɔmo ɛne ɛka saeɛ anaasɛ metro engineering foɔ no so ne ɛkasaeɛ ɔmo kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛdan ɛbɛrɛ ɔmo si no na ɛyɛ adeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo mpanyinfoɔ anaasɛ ɔmo nkorɔfoɔ ba ho ɛbɛ stopping wɔn nanso still ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔmo tie yɛ ɔmo kɔ a weekends na ɔmo asi a nam so adam so de oyene asa aba ebi ɛwɔ nso no hwɛ baabi ɛdan yi si a ɛbɛn ɛyɛ ɔdɔ ɛno nti aha ɛyɛ nsuo mu aha ɛmmerɛ ɛne adeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ a ɔmo ɛfele yɛ ana ɔmo esi yɛ eti me no ɛkasa deɛ ɛsisi ya no yɛnkɔ na yɛne mpanyinfoɔ asogyafoɔ mpanyinfoɔ a wɔn nso ɛka bi ɛwɔ mu ɛmsɛ mpanyinfoɔ no bi aduro ha ɛne ɛkasa na fe ɔmo yɛntwɛn kakra nti general me no kasa deɛ ɛdan no ebu yɛ no ɔyɛ nya ne nteɛ sɛ enipa baako pɛ ana efiri mu a ɛnan nso apirapira saa bere yi wɔn ɛgye ayaresa na mmom betumi aka sɛ azese deɛ wɔn asesa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛyɛ awie wɔn ɛyɛ sa nneɛma no nyinaa awie ɛwɔ ha sɛ yi a na wɔn kasa wɔn abɔ wɔn mmɔden paa na mmom baako na esi hɔ no deɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn hwɛ bɛɛ sɛ ɛyɛ dumienu ɛkɔ du baako ntɛmo no nondu ntɛmo no so ɔmo nya permit deɛ a ɔmo bebu ɛno nso adugu esan sɛ ɛno nso ɔmo susu sɛ ɛno nso ahoɔden na ɛwɔ mu no esu a na mmom ɛnɛ me ne kaakyi kwabra badu na ɛbaayɛ mu sɛ kaakyire nso ne mpanyinfoɔ no bi edi nkɔmɔ ɛyɛ mu sa no na ɛbɛrɛ a na ɔno ɔmo di nkɔmɔ no nsɛm bɛyɛ na ɔmo ɛka sɛn na ɔmo te kaakyire yɛnhwɛ wohwɛ ɛnɛ yɛbaa ha anɔpa yi mpanyinfoɔ ɛkasa ɛdan yɛn ɛbu wei nyɛ deɛ di kan wei adan last week adanta ebi bu yɛ ana ɛnenansa adeɛ kye ɛnranso ebi sɛ bu yɛ will take on this no ɛne sɛn
Kwame areho a very 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 sad situation and I encounter say no kure wo me say oni mpadifo ni didi nkomo no ade ba ko ma yehu ye ne say no kwasem ne say oman no ade ba ko he ye indiscipline one mu a say hwe say one mu esi dan no on be siri wo ba bia se bempraduasa enkofa torenchen bi ma no se ko ba se mpadifo na ehu a na enipa ni bia fachira kosi dan no that is indiscipline but one of the Ghana Institute of Engineers did nkomo Kwame o make assembly clear. So when the fundamentals of the foundation is weak, nature will expose you. It is what you know who sit down, baby. I ensure. Send a papa my associate. What a way. And you won't go for the broma sit down with you. Your question is say a copper say, and Padiphone, because some city party need permits and we'll see dine one. Later on, what dear and Padiphone already, Yan and Tiasa, a rally in the Aquelo Clue. Greater Accra Regional Minister Casadia to just say. Sesi ayeka sɛ no yomo ye ne so be forensic audit ɛdan ya wodo o ma hyase so mu si nyoma si dada sɛ nipa no permit and now ni permit on be hwɛ saa de ma nyinam I think they should go ahead and do this omo ye saa de we ne beboa because apart from say ban nankasa and now one ma ye se omo hwɛ hu sɛ bia one ma si dan omo gye permit and now omo nye permit omo hu ye no one mu a ekosi dan so indiscipline say indiscipline nya ba ɛde na ba ne ye wo ho so obi si dan no anye permit ya say nipa at the end of the day where ya adwira gui nipa na e na sede ye sense kosi da woni permit no e de no be sa nipa no ye hu ne be kwa kosi hwete sam enu nti indiscipline be koso so long as ye nya de be ye nipa na osi dan no a ene akwa dwira gu no enti Kwame e problem e de mo man no indiscipline no e ha yen but ade ba ko ne say when the fundamentals of the foundation is weak nature will expose you one man see die won suom ba bia see dan no the reality of the matter is say the time will dawn on you and bring it to necessary dani bebu until some penny food to an amount. Yes, building a key. Omo assess ne ehwe so on bedwira gu a omo nwini gu so me hu omo aso ate se nondu kɔ no ya so bete saa enti kwa me de mahu e wo ho no no
general enti eno no kwa chire kwabra badu ono so ni take a ono so ba ye wo se wa hu no na general me no kasa de se de eye asojafo nadmufo posifo e gu so e wo hase ya wo mo esesa eye enuoma ebu wi na se iron rods ni ade ewum blocks ni ade ewum omo gu so omo esesa enti general wo mo se efi nondu kɔ no omo hwɛ so benya permit a so omo nya permit a de sinchen kese no so anhwa ye no so omo bebu esan se omo so se ni nyina no eye edan ba ko enti se we no omo asi na se omo amfa kwan paso na esi na budi a omo so se we no omo anwura ngu adachi bi no eno so ehun sunsanso no so enya de a ebeye papa
Derek, my baby says the same way. Clearly, my name says when you're eyewitness, when you'll be a honoma, one more update since yesterday, since Tamaisuno, I started toying to give you update on what really is see and then harmon and walk on there. And keep it in anything from us.
General, Cecilia, the Aminoka idea, Yensheda, Enya, Ubia, sa. Sanse obia mpeso obe kasa mpanifo no engineers na anopa no omo ne kasa ye ana omo kire mu se omo su se edan no na ho ode no na eyade a ewo form sanse enuoma materials omo use ye no omo ansheda anyusu materials a sebe ho ode eno nso na nam so ama edan no atumi adwuragu de toso bia won so no wo hwa ha no na ye nsuo mu ana omo efele ye na enuoma omo de fele ye no sebe anwe no omo de fele ye no ensheda nya anwea papa ana omo de fele ye eno ene nam so ena madan no etumi ebu ye and so far the mpanifo no a ananse engineers na eno asem ni si omo gusu a omo yo mo hwemu no omo na ene edi nkoma no pa na omo ekire mu se senior edan no esibu ye no musu se materials a omo de eye no ana enye materials papa ananse na ho ode no ewo form ene nam so madan ne bu ye eno nti na omo ehye se de sinchen no so no omo twen se bia nondu omo benya eye permit na eno so omo atumi adwuragu sanse wo hwe de bu ye ene de sinchen na omo su se ni nyina ye baako enti omo enya permit ne de a nondu ekono ombebu edawe no so atumi agu se de be ya ede emfa oye ne bia e mada tinti so fa de empanifo na ne ka se amanfo wo ha ne de bia woni edi nkomo isan so bia se obia edwene no ho bia me na dwen so woni e be kasa nemum empanifo a e ka bi engineers city engineers Ghana Institute of Engineers ana afi abe papa ba ko a na dwumakuo keep Accra clean agency ono so ne kasa ya no munyina kire se ya the for now no mguso om yenhwemu nemum omo ba ya no fast samples of the materials no omo say quality no ewo form no mo sa kire mu se no cement ni ade edisi dan kra no ebi wo wa ya wo de concrete ana de na sa iron rods no de pillar any ade nti general se ya de wo mo ensheda enkan se bia se ya na nemum no sample mo take ye nkire se materials no a mo de dan no mo se ne quality ne ewo for me nam so e ma atoye nchem e baaye eno so ene nam so ama wo mo eje permit na de sinchen no so no o mbetimi abu edan no enso atumi atuagu.
Okay, Derek here that say so near Eddie and Komo. I'm sure say at 12 o'clock news, you know, so besan bana babeji update more as to what in pain for Asaka afa this issue so on Kessben Plus TV today at 12 news, you know, amode ebe bro. Derek here that be brave. I mean kwa omano si bium na fe on Zoom na mene engineer Emmanuel Asante Eddie and Komo na fe yen share de ko Emmanuel mema wache ma kwa ba engineer eba Kessben TV so na fe so Kessben 92.9 FM. So clearly, Ababeye one too many. The issues is becoming unbecoming. You look as if say kokase engineers in New Krumha. You look as if say kokase sebi. Nipa almost so makosku omunimde. Sefata says so moshema name be to me jina ye when it comes to discipline and so. Yes, straight instructions to deal with certain matters, you know. You look at it, say you need be a memo hanom. I've had materials, I have had stop work, I have had permit. What is happening with the country Ghana? I mean, when it comes to engineering, and I feel so I don't see memo hanom.
Okay, then I made us any opinion of them and not match your Kessben also. I'm say, I didn't basically it's Sunday, not Monday at the Kawasam.
Exactly. Yes.
And it's very serious. But all the same, no, your pen alpine. I think say now we are beyond committee as a Newtown they need say any committee report, but now no, the law must work. We need to act. I also a train committee. One sad thing is politicians, and I'm the politics. Politicians are taking over partisan politics in the MMBAs. They are taking over because one engineers now say they say and then you go by the proper standards. So who see that not tax force biaba. General, when you say tax force for no engineers.
Say
yes, Okoga South, Obaga North, Obaga West, Oko Adenta, Muba site, no, Pisasa one engineer, Obi Pejani say, on the right person. I'll bet Mama question because Muba site, they hear money say, stop work, near Sasa will choose the crop. Rather, so Omobe say, a Jumana, who ye no, a proper, and I say, no proper, permitting the Hiomo. We need permit and I shall choose the crop. But not a Jumana air person and Casano. No more year, no film, no more document. I said. But an engineer on the bar side, and you be doing 22.9. And that's what very easy concern. It's the entry from that angle. Party boys may don't make task force and what or minor. No, they can do the law enforcement. But I'm deployment, I'm engineers and come. Engineers and education. I'm going education on building regulations. I'm out those education. About the sana, about buying. Now, clients are one of the main problems. Also, I can say material and yet cement and yet blocks and yet Ubeshum not drawings to be that so. But clients know instead say be a so high tense and not doing one and no. Yanko talk my standard and not ordinary. Structure this and high tension are the best required iron rods are built to. But because if you are new one and new not a cheap material cost. Cement use may now see may concrete. Clients that just use 32 meters, Madam, Miss 32 there. May make a site from foundation to ground floor. We make sure say block work will use 42 because materials now who are in Eswati 92.9 the use industry anymore. And what in Eswati, which is also becoming a problem. It's next year standard board for almost then on the because once the materials now you can collapse and you come standard board must also come in. They must also give some responses. Ghana standard board materials approval. For and they say but here's the case that we don't hear anything from them. Iron rods are used. It has to go through some kind of labs. And one thing so I'm realizing the construction industry said Obi able pillar now or to from working or say plastic pillars now inform works now be about and also pillars are or to or say the name kind of lab and a researcher based in for because minimum say researcher no go for literature reviews on at least 14 days 21 days 28 days now what my year be curing say that time in a concrete to make gaining and holding as I to a so but obu concrete and they are who are to from work and also on your curing be anu at 12 months a bandit a dine and holding. You see there, and then we sure say drawings that so. It's a dining paper one way or the other. There are some drawings there almost used. You see, I think let's look at the angle of materials and at the angle of the soil. Yeah, because about waterlog. Yeah, it is true. But say insulation before air structures there, 18 move. Oko China, and I is also. Oko Dubai is also. 80. Sanyaman na say water law crana say asase or say yes some engineering be e won ho a better say e be ye me the minimum say so be see that na so ma our advice say it is good so be foundation works no so than so be failing no I foundation no failing because failing now be enya sa na ho odin na 92.5 we are feeling now. Feeling me a porous material. And I don't train for some years. But you say, we are feeling now 1 year, 2 years. Also, I feeling no, I could see that also. Ube feeling into me go dying because feeling in assassin and cassa ni buried a year, I'll bet me cry dying. Better, we are so much foundation echo below the water level. Then what me answer, we are what they are feeling. When you are good engineer, obey wow with those na make us and meaning say ebi musu engage professionals asemo ya ka so we your project there a investment the project obey a investment involving engineers professional ones engineers are registered uko IET that Institute of Engineering and Technology so uko project you know pay supervisor on the will be qualified. Uko GHI, Ghana Institute of Engineers, Uko on the will be qualified. Uko Institute of Architecture, will be qualified. Now, when you sound of phone now, a bit of wow, I'm a Jumana Obayan, also the Boka Dachi, where a start and a what to a book. And then a boon gray, a scan what to a book. Use sums of money. Now, so you see, I need now perform. Recently, Janoff, Afiaman, your favorite purpose in my upper, your favorite be Afiaman. Also, the see dying, oh, got an open, and also go. And he said, Yanya Juma year, a cankwan, a babayaso, a cankwan, a babayaso. General, say you for a young kind
Atomiso, engineer, Atomiso, but so currently what may I show us what visitor site was and you were heading towards another site and now also kwa share any fan alcohol no
me call Afiaman there na me can wan say this and that is we see a dino war main drainage no and we say at the whole Afiaman no uba pokwase omo mu ni pokwase no pokwase abensu ura Afiaman na Afiaman on your ufi pokwase na eba on your right side now your water log and then feeling on my and on my dino in this in Sony Tony there it is going to expose a lot of improper and that's indisciplined works of some form of amazings.
Engineer, but I say, like I said, you know, you better didn't come maybe around 12. You better now you better didn't come on if you heard the air call. You engineer Emmanuel Asante and then no AD and common. So clearly, the nation is not helping. Engineers, I should say, or probably the MMDCs and they are truly speaking, more or mine ye cry. Say any better say na yashe na is engineer kano ye play politics with your district assemblies in any MMDCs in India. Bresse ya ni bebre. Bresse ya any bebre. I mean, how do you have a task force? Ebe ko akoko cheke eye edanya yesie na task force na ekono engineer nim. These are party boys. And omo call round. Don't we need someone check a permit? That is the instruction. Dear mom, we see a mom and we are paying them. Don't need one no or bar and no stop work no spray home because unkra permit. With the permit in a buses here, you will continue to build. I will be Biawusi Dino. Nitike ye nanka wote task force meba it didn't pa and the best share engineering department of MMDC is mo kwa share adanya yesie na mo the task force kwa engineers enka ho eni to mo kwa Domini man say yes see me check permit ye check na wo nipa ya sesa wo tools na ya tro ho stop work na the date no abo ho obeba no na ye sign to edan no so tax force no embabium. This is disheartening. Mu kumyen in the name of a tax force in MMD's expertise. Mu kumyen ni nim say nkomo mu nye expert no mu kumyen. But as we speak, I can say on authority, mamu ye experts ni mo no, mu kuyen. I mean, look at it. Malcolm here, papa no sit down as oni permitter. How come? Say to me sit down ni wie e flow so se bibia e simu toilet ye design wom ye bibia wie ye Sunday shop no e renti. Ya rent you. And still, MMDC so mo wa ha so kloto se hwan yo e ka kire me say ye koye ne ye ka kire ne say bebi o si dan no eni so si dan no ye twa ye ho no we si dan na wie o si ni weekend. That is not an excuse. It is not an excuse. 92.9 etina menya kukuduro ka say experts no mu kumyen. The experts are rather killing us. Nipa ko si dan ye wie e dan kakraka esi where what send the tiles blacky who ka sha me say wo kwa kwaje permit na wo ba bebu e dan ni nyina egu. O si dan no na wo hefa. O si dan no na wo hefa. O si dan no na wo the expert na wo hefa. So we can't even deal with our own municipalities. Municipalities are yet teaching DCE, MCE, tina ho. Na chaki dia kosu wo keke, gutters, rubbish, transport, and no crack keke kwa to me. The ni man say ya kwaji certificate, and ye sikakesiye, and ye die. We are interested in the certificates more than the jobs that we need to do. Yet was say materials bano materials are standable for some we check. Wait as some say catch by this time. As some say catch by this time. Obi ko sit down. Are you telling us say ye ni soil experts o krom hanoma omoka kwa check ye ni bi. Na ya tena se no obi asi edan e wo nsu ano, runway ano, waterway ano. Then some be catch say you control who stop work and nipa nambia and na this sign and na o see dino. What kind of thing is this? What excuse is this? Na UCG mo ko see transformer, mo see transformer na wie na obi aba ho ba be see dan e kata transformer ne so mo say ye catch and say mo see dan no ho ye ni ba ye ho so no ye see dan na wie dia rent ah. Kessben. Just I can't understand me who the echo. I have about them because it is sickening. What if I said what I Ghanaian no nim and okoto asase no? And I have for no tomo just as say on mampenyi kan watoma no problem. Oton ye no obeji permit efi MMDC so obeji fi mu ho anoko wiai otu aka no oba mu obeji munante ko ho ko check. Then we don't have what we call the engineers in this country. Building engineers, then we don't have. We and I'm say yes and koto aba na yenyi DCs. MMDCs. That is why I don't me person metis asem no kra. When I do the argument, people feel that me can be ya point to upon say ye juma president. Na ya to abayu. Ukwa pesika akoboka akoye campaign. Na ovia obi ko sit down as asase no man bribe. Ade na onje. Ade na onje. Ono susu ya to abama no uchenji na enye ye. Ya to abama no wakam till 4 years obesan babio no. I mean, how? We have seen what parliamentarians and other politicians are doing to us. Osiyeme Tuaba, Mako Transa, ye who seminar conference forum. The Tuaba in DC, no Okoboka ni we, no Koya campaign to check by bicycle to check and money BBA Vienna so better na honomwa. Na Brunibi Lebanese Indian Nibi catch and say Matasa see we into no disaster to sika we na me feeling I mean see all man the because I saw Tenica. Ghana, we should look at it well, reset, you know. It is not about anything. Ha. 10 minutes into 9 a.m. meeting at a Mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Yeni komo yane keno hemba we penafe yane Gentleman Dental Clinic Limited. Omo de zige stick a brain right here. Away Kessben Maakye so medium and a KPD. Kingdom. Deda mi na nyahu. Ayehu Jensen wa.
Agujadio.
Jensen wa. Mabubo bi rough. Weekend munu bi fa. I want to know how. Straight.
Eje izo.
I mean, how?
The time is sir.
You saw time is sir. Well, Jani Yamaziga, why? Jani Yamaziga.
I come to radio station, TV station, but today I told us to come to us. Time is sir. All right.
Maybe since you got team free now. Or better fast. Yankwa kingdom for biabako there.
Oh, Dabia do bra here.
Yeah, we are pa.
Good. I don't pay you Chagana for you now. Yeah, nay, but you need to be back and never can say, oh, dear, yeah, tia senior, see if you are put some year. O san say, yeah, quiet by you should train you now. And who don't unnecessary AP. Now, see, I don't who do only AP, dear, as if a choir, you bet me fast to swear day. Esiano and ne do pa ye de bedwa so Dr. Mafako fa bedwa so over 20 years in here do you buy ya you go so here bon the rules ne ene da wo tinka se kingdom no pano a ene ma menei tutumrika de bowra pharmacy bia shop bia to aduro bia na eto ye no pene bi na enom ebe boa papa ne titiri ne dikan ene yin so totoyi aduro ye de bedwa so ye de ko atia ya rebiti se malaria typhoid and say de bia opomu awewe wo wachibra mu ebuo onase atatai wasa onase hyehew wan mas entrino entumi mojare ntimi mfam mani mflo yie ne betimi yi sa ho na mani nyina ne stere kese a woyiri nyina firi hodo a wo beto mo di kwaye kwabrane anase wasi PS tade na me kan for kingdom garlic bitters anase ne capsules no ana me kan for adiama me ba che weni ya eni mienu atani ata edo ti se wo no mo ne capsules na ma me men no ni bitters no emfa nka ho ne mum se wo no ni bitters no so a ya na men no ne capsules no emfa nka ho ya na bebe na busa me so eja me se me no ne capsules no for 1 month ewia met me asa eja ne capsules no ma no ni bitters na the answer is yes and it depending na ya de bakuna na esa babu on mo a ompede be memene na mum opani obe no ni suoro obu on so ompani suo no mum no opani a obe memene eye adwo ntiri ni mu pa omo a cholesterol etete omo a ohiama ni immune system no arise to the extent say ya de bia ntimi emowura ni system no mu e ma metete ne de ma me wono ma ebe boa opa omo diabetes ya de me so se anopa wonum bia ebe yi nyina e de afiri hono mo won a wo stroke ya afi na wo de eba wa se wuti payo wa se wo de sutwa wiwiu wa se ko achi ya wo ya wa se wo ne che dududu wa bi kakra bia ne wa bread ya ma me kanfo se adupai na me de be ma obe yi nyina afiri hono mo ne titru no stroke for omo so omo wo BP a BP no wa so to the extent say nei BP no chakia enam 150 140 asia ne 90 fat ka hu se silence killer wa we ya ebe you afiri okura no tina me kan fama wo se ene numadura ebe ma BP be ba form akọ check ebe ja 120_80 no na se BP ne kama pa me pa cho numbi wo mo a omo ma akwala no fo ehu omo doctor ansa na won anom ebio wɔn nso a wɔafa nyinsa no so ehu wɔn doctor ansa na wɔn no mepacho ɛyɛ bibiduro edinti any side effect bia ɛyɛ bibiduro a Center for Scientific Research into Plant Medicine ya wɔn me bra Kojo Kuropon wɔn agye atum dada ama Food and Drugs Authorities so agye atum sɛ aduro wi ya mo ho dawuro ama wɔn yare ya wɔn yare no makyia wɔn nya anu aduro no enkoto duro bia keke ne mu to Kingdom Garlic Capsules anase Nibites ebeboa pa Kojo ewe sa garlic ne Nibites na wie dia na metiasi ne ya wotaka no
Tremendous capsule.
Il fallait très. It's a very tremendous capsule. Très.
Oh, okay.
Na, Kojo. O baby our infections. And a pema me nua ma Mr. Wode mani nsamo. Mr. Ma no mani nsamo, mani ni mati. Mwana mo ye. Ye wa akoma pa edemamo. Na emom and maybe more infections are aji ho aboso meni because of infections in intino oni be meyi ehia na ensudo san return back o san say heat e ho no bebre intino ama entimi nko be wo say ko na nyinse ne ba de me kan fo sa tremendous capsules aduro ya e de badwan so na me kan fo de amam me pa cho ensansan agu ho no bebrebe wato nro ya mene ko obi a unnim no kwa na otufo abibeduro bi a obi a watete duro bi sometime agu no otufo wotie duro radio so TV so social media ho do so nyina na akoto bia no hwe ebemu de na se wokoto ointment na wato asawa na wate na odi akoha wo de ko ho yi ama ho be 5 to 10 minutes uwi akodare mame o very sensitive wa hwe benya problem pa mame num wo nenko ni paduanum eye capsules wo ma eko ni paduanum akọ adwuma ni paduanum nyina wi yi ho na ma nyina e de bo say infections and sometimes ebi on ma enye be ma na kosia na onyaye na ebi on so nyesa bio agena bi su na akọ na akonya na a different dimensions are the infections be ni paduanum enti pa misro say num say adu we ne be you infections no ma ye mu nyina na ho be very tight o problems are koso nyina no be nyina fi word mo obu say wi a wotese sent bi de akire ya bad odor and menstrual disorder and I say in fact low libido what say what won't ma ye ne mu yi a onom tremendous capsules are ebebo Kojo numbers in the good TV no so no mo woga wo tie radio no be for telephone numbers we 0559 761 144 0559 761 144 and I said 0502 036 200 o phrase si anwa ye bebo no twato no Jensen Power Capsules Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules ye mema se biu omo ni obemeshi enche na won release ana se merima no a se biu prostrate attitude omo oni obeshi until kan ye papa ana se koku attitude no or waste problem or low sperm count in fact in nine saying o mema ye no aba form pa fact what to nro bebre na bonam other shops to nro bi uhwa China fodie bi ni nkofodie omo da bedwa so a maame papa ebeba problem me kan fodie ama wo no dura aban Ghana fo agya to mu say Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules and a member dura sabu ema member yam no at the end of the day no ema na beda form na be ma te se Black Kojo kwabenane ya wo sante member fa no kwabenane enam ho na bia ne be mai ewu na ne nipadua nam ho dia ena yeti asewu enti me kan fo Ghana fo nyina se nom Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules and the mama member yenimu no I very solid pa eliti ya se Ghana fo nyina se adupa de and Dr. Mofadia Bejaswa make us say boa ama ya de bia titi bia say Kingdom Garlic capsules and as bitters no and I said my DNA tremendous capsules no not forgetting a member DNA Kingdom Jensen Power Capsules no and no any Ghana fo nyinara ayi o ya de nyina e de free one mo na mo ya de bi so tetew e bi wonu nru ya meka nyina mum up to now ya de ne nkwa ene ye nkwa Kuropon Yankwa Kuropon Hospital Kasia, Dr. Mofadia Ba, Yatuno Din say Great Kingdom Medical Center. Great Kingdom Medical Center, ya macho ye sheni yadie, ye any operations in fact, the examinations in now when you say and I say glaucoma, and I did be a titi when you be in fact, ye any operation I come out, and you didn't need the free hormone. Say, Drosna was said the mouse was what, ye the mount, Mom was yadie, omo hu ne yade omo mo throat in fact yade bia titiu bia ye general OPD honomo enti say malaria typhoid yade bia ensuto brem attitude bia no enyese ma mo yade di nti no nka se wodi wo so wansa da bi in fact ye nti say hospital na ya da mi kirem say ye woni yade bibiduro ese yade ho ane o de abrofuduro so ese yade o to bay you akuma nyina to yam say o ko hospital nti ye examination nyina wie ye scan ye labs ahodo nyina wie na hu say ampama mo yade wedi ana papa yade wedi ma yemfa abibiduro fansa ma wa o na e no beka na da sama e bu o say yade abrofuduro so yeso a ye accredited yade abrofuduro so be sa e ama nti o bay to adwum na brafie na bra so open VIP open VVIP open VVIP so a na nyina no ye bi ho nti ka fo Ghana fo nyina say kingdom for and eto nsa e da from Kojo obra satama so nti I'm sorry na ya say pe o mo e no be ye adwuma nti e pe nanifo and I say house help ope so ye adwuma o kingdom industry no mu dia and ye bra na ye no me ye adwuma o hodo number ni 0559 761 144 0559 761 144 and I said 0502 036 200. Open so near Juma as a Dania of Frey, but born in probably was sorry.
But I second and no AD and common time check 20 minutes into a 9 a mention of his guest take a brought to you by Gengiment Dental Clinic Limited now near Eddie in common. But maybe I'm a ziga now if you remember back in Ameniziga in common. So the South African president, Ramaphosa, all of a sudden has turned to now seek help from President John Dramani Mahama as say on the African countries in Indian common na omunshare na investment as say about South Africa when it comes to economy ni no as a shrinkeba into no or the at the to John Dramani Mahama name. Because I'm sure in connection with the EU na feso ehunye menyina no onhwe na omwa na African countries no emra back no mo embeye. But I thought so once upon a time you said your economy is good, so therefore you don't need anybody else to be there. Nanka manka samaya ma de na bibi to me akoye. But this is what Ramaphosa, President South Africa eka ade anaso nkra oto ama John Dramani Mahama, President of Ghana.
Others to understand. This time around we will be saying we want to work together, work with us, and I'm rather pleased that President Mahama of Ghana has been saying he would like to make a call on other African countries to work with South Africa, and that is precisely what has triggered our intention to send envoys so that they can go and explain the type of initiatives, type of programs that we are going to embark upon. Because in the end, this is an African problem. It's not only a South African problem. We are all involved in this. There's various countries on the continent that experience precisely what we are going through. Now, because of the social challenges that our people are facing, challenges of security, challenges of the delivery of services, as well as unemployment, it brings a lot of pressure on our people, which we understand very, very well. So therefore, it needs all of us as South Africans, as those who are coming to our country, either documented or undocumented, as well as other countries, so that we work together. This is an African problem that requires African solution.
All right, 22 minutes into a 9. This is the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, and Odi and Komono. Mejani ina mazika minti minkabisi ya Gengiment Dental Clinic Limited and a disigestic ebre. Yeno mu yena fe ziga entwaso.
Ya mwakwaba ede ba Gengiment Dental Clinic. Gengiment Dental Clinic e aswe ya ye simho dwuma. Komo ayebedi efa tooth replacement ehho. Se osie tu na wose ye bokofo ede hye homa. Nya hwensunsu anso a se wosi tu no wan hye fofra betimi ede abrɛwo. De di kan enipa esen enipa ni munyam ukọ nipa mu na wo kasa de ye hwe ye wo sen de ebo ama wotimi didi ye wo sen o kasa de ebo ama words bi wo ha wotimi pronounce ye so ye wo sen e didi dwuma di ahodo bebre ndi se esen etu a ehu behia se wo be ba ne ahye foforo enso e ho e de ama wo nso obi wo ha ne se no na ba kusie ni ba kusie chiri enya ade a ehye nkwan Gengiment de etu ensa afeketu na mo bra ne nya esen foforo emfa hye ho so emfa ma afen so nipa osini wo wanuma eboa ema obon no ekipi in good shape So we see two no one replacement sa side of the bone ebetimi atum amana yi anase ebetimi ebuogu se na ya yeta aka no amana yi maintenance na sa ha no ento to anamon ba se esena atu no yen hye foforo e wo ho mfa mo esena wo ba yo mu ahodo bebre ye wo esena ba ko e hye wa obetimi yi wa de e wa hohoro ho no wasa hye na de ba ko wa bonten se nipa do na agiri se de wo hye obetimi yi no ntimi fa didi enye sa na tie ye ma wa obetimi de didi obetimi de akasa obetimi adwuma dia wo bia wo didi bia no you mu ahodo mienu ye wo flexible one ye ta fa ne back class no e na afa ye wo acrylic e na afa ye wo de hye wa untini emfa won san ka bi manase untu bi eno so e fixed prosthesis eno so tu ana mo ba change dental clinic ye be ye enso de amount ye mu ahodo mienu ye wo PFM anase porcelain fused to metal and our fancy or back on so a fen implant and maintenance fee to an amount bad gentleman say we see to one their gentleman dental clinic ye be wow near restore or smile on a back to send a night so her gentleman dental clinic a cheap when ye are fine cry Ghana half fine in gentleman dental clinic or here Accra gentleman dental clinic 2 branches Accra the first one Nungwa right after Nungwa Senior High School we do any check Antamantono Musaben Kunso pay gentleman dental clinic branch or any NDC office no anase Italian pub ene dia ni hwe e wo Nungwa afei so atomic down Ramiko Benyara about we do any check taifa no Musaben Kunso pay gentleman dental clinic branch pa kunso ha ye di adwuma die wo ho afei so Santimanta mu Kumase o he ya Abepo junction total filling station no achi wo pay we do any HG no unsani fa so wo pay ye ne Methodist school ne wa Abepo junction no ene di animhwe afei so Kumase ho he ya Atonsu high school junction traffic light na se wa pe gentleman dental clinic branch bango so e wo ho a ye di adwuma di e wo ho Kofrodua so he gentleman dental clinic ye wo central police station no enchemu ho ape ye ne central market no e di animhwe a ye di adwuma di ho abonsan na wo central police station enchen ho na takra den so o he gentleman dental clinic ye branch na pipe no traffic light Tadisco junction ho a enka ne bebi ana GM bank e wo no sa abonsan ko na mu na gentleman dental clinic ye wo ho a ye di adwuma di aflawo so gentleman dental clinic e wo Ecobank story building na Ecobank e wo ase no esoro pe na wo he gentleman da obehu ye e wo aflawo afewo do ani kochiem e wo techima no so abono mantemu gentleman dental clinic e wo Magazine Road Enkom hotel achiwa pe ni AY Ahmed ene di anhwe e wo techima afewo esire mantemu so ye wo Tamale gentleman dental clinic branch e wo Tamale Tishigu yani post office no ene di anhwe anase adjacent the MTN main office na ye di adwuma di e wo honom ti Ghana hafa na nyina de gentleman branches no akweti Ghana ha nyina utu anamon ba ye behwew ne aboa na osewe na okasa so akoyi e di amaw se wo he TV na se a ye numbers ni egu ase no wetima frɛ gentleman dental clinic e wo sa homa to for so 054-990-6588 Ofra doctor ebeje so se inquiries no make ebeje so ne aboa na so sewe no okasa so akoyi di amaw gentlemen it's time for you to smile again.
Okay, it's time for you to smile again, gentlemen. You know, Mudi in common. Derek, I Mr. Derek. Ziga, mam just 2 minutes. It's a press conference because will be a dino ebu. You know, SCC. I think. You say for Derek now for your back. SCC. Derek, mam into on a press conference. I call SCC. No. Okay, so Derek and my oba na yatwa and also ewo hono matese press conference be air cost work grounds with CCR, but we'll find a way of picking it up na for yatos. Ziga, maminti you na fi yenko yendim. Banche, bibi aboko there.
Yeah,
nice. Eradia dom kakra
yes, for the first time in so many years, I meant me uncle church.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure the way.
Yeah. Started on my channel. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yes. No. I understand your hit.
Yeah, hard drink.
Yes, hard drink. But seriously enjoying how passionate they come. Because if you don't deal with the root, you need to deal with the root, not the cause. Because if you deal with the cause, you deal with the symptoms. Deal with the cause. You understand? You don't deal with the symptoms. It will deal with the symptoms that the cause will come back. Symptoms. So deal with the cause. If Obi make you permit, you or John no ma permit na ya kwesi dynasty the waterways no. I done the buegu. No afa no wedi no ko. Young bisa question. No afan who do not call. Young comrade.
Okay, my main father Derek Embrace is was but Derek, my main to press conference cost to know I'm update no.
General Medase, me no kasa idea say dia mpenifo NADMO police and fire service omo akabomu mayor omo beye nsɛmtwerɛfo nhia mu na ne esi no omo ne akasa etimi pese me kasa beye tenten no yenko na yenko tie mpenifo no kasa no ebi ne ekoso.
Okay. Name and your designations. Okay. My sisters and brothers from the media, good morning to all of you. Indeed, it is a privilege to have you with us this morning. And I know some of you had been with us from yesterday, and we are grateful for your coverage. Before then, I am Lieutenant Colonel Frank Osei Amponsa, the commanding officer of the 48th Engineer Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces. With me are my able emergency response team from the various security services, from the fire service, which played a very pivotal role so far as our operation is concerned. National Security, the Deputy Director of Operations, who are from the National Security, Lieutenant Colonel Fatao, who have been very supportive for the operation. We have our NADMO, of course, that is the organization primarily responsible for coordinating the activities of the security services. I have my able police reps here. They have been with us yesterday. In fact, they were here even before we arrived. They established the cordon for the security services to have an access to operate. So that is the team that had been engaged so far as this emergency response operation is concerned. So as you are aware, yesterday we began our emergency response operations as early as 0600 hours with the presence of the fire service and then the police. The military joined later with its equipment support. And without going too much into the details, you are aware that as at yesterday we had rescued 4 victims. The figure you might have as at yesterday could be that 2 victims were alive and receiving treatment at the police hospital with 2 dead. As at this morning, unfortunately, we lost one of the 2 people who were alive yesterday. So that brings the numbers of the casualties of fatality to 3 with 1 survivor. So that is the current state. We began our last phase of our operation, which is the clearing of the debris. As at last night, 2000 hours, that is 8 p.m. And as at this morning, as you can see, we are 100% through with the clearing works. So at this stage, we are withdrawing from the incident scene, and as we prepare for future or possible disaster as a security team, we continue to work in an effective collaboration or coordination, even though we don't expect any disaster to happen, but the probability that it will occur is very high, particularly under this season. So that is the current state of affairs.
So what's going to happen to this building?
Okay, so this building has to listen to the regional minister and other state authorities, the interior minister and then other authority. This building is a death trap. You can see, you need no one to tell you, and therefore will have to be pulled down. But some internal processes must be considered before such an action. So as of this morning, the demolition is not going to start this morning. We are withdrawing. We wait for further internal arrangements before the possible demolition work is carried out. The cause of the collapse? I think for such a structure to collapse, it requires extensive investigation, and I know that the appropriate authority will carry out the investigation to unravel the actual cause of the collapse.
What's your name and your...
Okay, Kojo enti enono eye mpenifo a omo ekabia ewom eye National Fire Service, military, ana afi NADMO, National Security, Police, ana fe mayor omo amina wie omo meeting no na de ba ye nyina ne say de ebetimi aka sisu people say enipa nan ya na wodan no mu no emu miensa afiri mu ama say aka baako abie won so no anopa no ye ne mpanifo di nkomo no omo kan say baako no aka ho dan baako no aka ho no omo so say ebia na ho de no so ebia wo fom enti nko mbebu ye say de omo so omo ho di onansa na omo aye nhwemu a kire say ebekọ akiri pa ye nemum oba ha say ya de a omo asesa bibia afiri ha me no e kasa ye say de omo e redraw omo e presence afiri ha na fe ne omo ahwe investigation no afiri ho ne genua anopa de dan a enro a ebu ekum eye nipa anase omanfo a kire say me no kasa omo aka confirm say nipa nan ya na wom emu miensa atumi afiri mu de metumi akasa say ya de omo awie bibia asesa eye edan no bola no emu nioma nyina awie asese ya womo pake womo nioma na womo ede akọ edi general so far metmakase bibia afiri ha se dum di kaka ne kasu people say Kessben tie for womo
press conference call so e wo honom no up to date ne nya no ziga it is here there hono omo so mu da kugu da ye no mu da kugu enti no yenhwe ni say investigations be koso na afi ya hwe de ye betumi aye afa ho honom I mean you
yes assembly kakra see it looks like this country see allow institutions be my 7 preliasa 7 it looks like I say they either they fool this country fully honestly speaking sure Usha a year, your friend say civil servant. You get me? Civil servant. Civil servant bia ukoyeduma. What do appointment letter? Ya true me say you cannot do politics. Because the reason why the framers of the constitution in your laws or me sad in say what do money is crucial to the extent that you can sabotage the government. You get me? If you are civil servant. You bet me a sabotage aban. And don't think you are share where you say you cannot do politics. That's fine. Usha ye labor law na. Ye labor law no Act 2003 Act 651. Okay, section 173 na 75 na. It is clear that a forbidden security agencies or services to go on strike. And a demonstration. And as I did be on Beya, or Munya for that day. Omudiso. But how come that a civil servant? I would do appointment letter because security services no. Say a NADMO, say a customs, say immigration, prisons officer, military, police. Ubia. Would you appointment letter? Ya throat me say ultimate cause strike, ultimate demonstration. Adena, civil servant. Yatra with him by civil servant can say that because of say a binding sima menya politics you know as I say me civil servant na binding tua meka tieni yo wo tua meka because menya politics I don't get it. Then because of future elections any politics inti yesuru omunti no then Abai will pay that money tieni yo a bro on your biannual contract, no manual contract, say, on to me and cost strike. You see, oh man, you're done, sorry, near done, sorry, we don't plan ahead. There are some things are common sense, you don't want to me, you don't want me to say. Sad you will be unnecessary, and you will make a was me. A bit less you confirmation. I'm telling you, me, if I have my way. And then yet, doctor to citizen ratio, doctor to patient ratio that we have in the country. Any deficit, confirm to doctors, I'm telling you. Can we sack all of them? Confirm to doctors. Chef, we are chief executive. And our state institution like confirm. And the problem about emergency ward. You write the problems to the minister. If the minister no I responded, time now buso I responded. What's actually their command? I don't see it. I didn't do press conference. They tell the whole world the frustration that you are going through. The reason why I won't mean you do ye. But one for pay and close emergency ward. It will be part emergency necessary panic. Who tell the maker? Emergency ward on and yet staff room. Emergency ward and your baby a one injection. Injection. Emergency ward. You don't close emergency ward. And your papa dia nyo biadia and your Ghana dia yese kwaheso. It will should say emergency ward no and no baby timi you want to me ya. Tell you just resign and go. Let somebody comes. Then you have doctors say you cost strike into the pankunkum. That is my problem. Institutions in this country, we are pampering them too much. Tell me a call COVID. Argentina, Nanado Dankwah Kufado, a call parliament and or J in position of restriction law. What position of restriction law? Say, Yaman ho quite number Ghana phone question them. You lock this country. When we are locking this country, we say, and cophobia to be essential to the standard. We shouldn't allow them to go and lock them down, including the security agencies. Added to the security agency, yes, sir. See a momu kwasha demwa, akrofo baba be robbie, meboa. Prisons kwasha demwa, prisoners be pie, meboa. Bone beko the interior crimes no ebeko sro. Everything yes ya ma san confortable duma here, ya lucky omo down, including doctors, medical doctors. A medical doctors ya mo ko strike because so ya lucky omo down because ya lucky omo down nipa bewu beboa. Hwe o kai Ghana ya Criminal Offences Act no section 46 e ka bibi fa say we say a person who commit murder is liable on conviction to life imprisonment. E do kwa de hiame o kai murder no a won kira de kura ma ye fisiye murder. Murder nya ode se ka wo obi nko a meboa o poison nipa no anase deliberately o ma nipa no hwe ne nko a wa murder. Me say if you don't criminalize medical practitioners, health workers, almost striker, I'm telling you about fact say ombe kukudi part to actually de bia obi abeye de ope. Ghana Constitution Article 13 was the protection of right to life. Was obi anu who kwan say intentionally obetu obi nkwade free ni sam. Intentionally. Enti say wo na memi ye metua tax e de ma no tie yo me menya medical practitioner. Meet me sham ho yare won wa ko school na aban say okay me han nemom meme nana from Poziga no Kojo Preko Dankwah na ye doctors no ye beti a tax na sa tax no ye di tua wo doctor ne ka ye yare ahwe ye yare ba wo doctor no so ko strike ye cause ya pam obi de sin nchen wo ko strike no mimi ko why your job is to give value to the society. 2015 doctors say call strike Health Insurance Service Providers Association of Ghana. Say 500 people died within 15 days. You understand? It's because your system ni nyaduma. Your system nyaduma to the extent that today Ghana, your patient to doctors ratio, 1 to 8,000. Meanwhile, the UN benchmark no, 1 to 1,000. Today, there are some countries who come meeting this benchmark. They don't allow medical doctors to strike. Zimbabwe for more monko. SSC are deliberate to start raising doctors.
All right.
You raising doctors, medical practitioners, deliberate. South Korea for me and normal crowd deficit. One doctor to 230 something. Abra World Health Organization for benchmark per 1,000. Oba 300 and something. Oba kwa madam broso, they deliberately raise doctors. Today, African countries need be almost 30 years old. SSC yes sad because sometimes I not metuwa mentiasi. Woko strike, awako obuonko. Woko strike, emergency ward. Bien accident. What is so make strike ni panuko. Ya yes such a edificer. Ye timi carry helicopter carry obi. Edina ba papa ya diaba Dr. Bienu ade ya omoko strike. Hey, ade ti no omoko strike. Yes, ya suspend the chief executive. Please. These people they almost pay a kakra.
Mate.
They should pay us, but they no na maka no. Besi say me if I have my way and I me your president go be abe kofie I'm telling you about fact.
All right. But as Senate luxury apartment no almost me can't just gusua air ton and into almost locations there were Accra no I just ready cry and into no pay be our cantonment in Accra Heights and I feel so Ego Place and Royal Tivoli it was Sakumono and I feel so Meridian Gardens Klagonina I just ready 2, 3 and 4 bedrooms in Ina I just ready Senate luxury apartment no omuguso air ton and into so per se unim painful din koma yanko a Senate sales office was 6th floor Rage Tower wo eye enkra ha ya announce so be fret numbers we 0244 593 276 0244 593 276 now nim painful indi enkomo enfa ho Arrange my new birthday on an affair jumedi and you say happy birthday to Oba Esther Majwa Oya in Kranza, CEO of Esther's Hair Glamour in Kranza. Happy birthday to you. This one from your loved ones to you. And then a happy birthday to Mami Ekia in Ebura, Cape Coast. This one from Kweku, Dubai. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Prophet Daniel Atake JB, the end time prophet. This one is from Boy Salvation. Happy birthday. And then a happy birthday to Solomon Pipra Entry. We a driver I will fan call. This one is from Deborah. Happy birthday to you, Solomon. And then a happy birthday to Augustina Afo. And then I had twin brother and sister Ernest and Estina Afo. This one is from loved ones. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Maminya Kwan of Tema Community 3 Estate from parents. Happy birthday to Maminya Kwan of Tema Community 3 Estate. This one from your parents and especially your dad. And then a happy birthday to Mrs. Doris Men's of Salvation Army Nungwa Corps. This one is for Morris. Happy birthday to you. 46 minutes into 9 a.m. And I'm DJ Medeni. And of course, it's a Monday morning. Mijawa Maya, the CEO of sports, the man himself, Joe Lakai is in the sea. Meant for action from now. Downside 2 p.m. Make us just at 12 noon. Kessben Plus TV will bring you the news update. Now, on 2 p.m. downside to 4 p.m. Kessben 92.9 FM. At the year Radio Kasabe bro, Reverend Richard Afo Betanase. Now 4 p.m. The man himself, Mr. Fox, will bring you Kessben Drive. News at 6. And then the man, when it comes to Minister of Traffic, Betanase. No, the year traffic jam now, bro. Captain B.O. Betanase. Heavily produced by Richard Apias upon Fifi Addison. And then on technical, Kwekwananse. And I feel so yeah, Amos, Big as Andy, Abdullah, Caleb, Medamunyana say, have a wonderful Monday morning. You did a man soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Have a blessed morning.